There we go. Now, Blue's sick today.
I'm not sick. I'm feeling like I'm coming under being sick, but I'm still rallying.
Sure.
Remember that dance?
No. What
That
dance?
song that Maya showed us, and they were dancing like this.
Oh, what was that song?
It was like a spaghetti song or something.
Yeah, it was an Italian, I don't remember what that song was. That's a good dance though. Oh look!
Surprise!
This is, our Peace of the World shirts. Well, they used to be tanks. Now we also have shirts. So those of you who didn't want to show off your guns, a lot of people were saying that they really wish that it came in t-shirts, so we added t-shirts. We added them a little while back. Some of you may have already noticed, but we
wanted to make sure you knew.
Right, we kept forgetting to tell you guys. So now you know.
The link is below in the description. Limited time only, and remember those tank tops are only available through
the month of June.
The month of June.
So you have like a week left to get the tank tops.
Get your tank top.
Something like that.
You guys send us pictures of you wearing them. That makes us feel really good. And Crow loves it too.
Alright, that's enough of this. They get it. They get the point.
No, they don't get it.
They get the point.
T-shirt. T-shirt.
Listen.
Aurelia wants to know if we've ever seen the musical Hamilton?
Have we ever seen it? I've never seen it.
I'm sorry, listen to. Either one. No.
You haven't. I've listened to it. I listened to it with my friend, but not a lot.
With my friend. What friend have you listened to?
Heidi. She was playing it for me in the car.
Oh.
But I still didn't get to really, like, throw myself into it.
Queen Elizabeth wants to know.
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth. When a new album comes out.
When does a new album come out, Blue?
I don't know. I'm working on some songs. I'm working on some stuff, and when it comes out, it comes out. I don't know. It's a process you have to go through. It's a creative process, and it has to be done right, and I have to feel comfortable with it. So when that happens, it'll come out.
You're just like so salty about it. So you're like, duh, don't you know? It's a process. Instead of being like, hey, I'm working on one, and hopefully it'll be out soon.
Whoa, do you want to speak for me? Go ahead.
No, you just get yourself.
You want to take my mouth from me? Go
No, sorry.
No, I really I really don't know.
Attitude.
Because I got attitude.
All right, next question.
Really don't know, but soon, hopefully. There's a couple things I'm really excited to share, and.
Yeah, you've been writing some really fun music lately.
Favorite book of all time? From Aurelia.
I think my favorite book of all time is The Alchemist. I've read it, I just keep reading it. I feel like at these intersections of my life, and every time I read it, I find something new in there. And even though it's a pretty short, easy read, it kind of always just reminds me to sort of take leaps and follow the sort of signs or omens in your life, and that ultimately it will lead you to your destiny or the path that you're supposed to be on.
Sounds like a book I need to read.
I read it recently.
I read it recently, and I'm all about short reads. I'm not good with books.
What's your favorite book of all time?
Favorite book of all, I don't know. Maybe I don't have a favorite book of all time. I'm lucky if I can finish a book.
You love the idea of reading?
I love the idea of a book, but I can't. The thing is I can't be anywhere but a completely quiet place if I'm reading. If there's any noise, I can't focus. That's why I love the idea of living in the country. I could sit on the porch all day sipping tea and reading books. This is from SoCal House of Angels. What is your favorite amusement park roller coaster? I want to go to Disneyland!
What's your favorite ride at Disneyland?
I mean, there's every ride, even the Winnie the Pooh ride. I like all of them, and that's not really a roller coaster.
You couldn't pick a
Why
favorite
are you looking
ride.
at my hair? All right. Pirates, Splash Mountain, Winnie the Pooh, Space Mountain, does Soarin' count? I mean, it kind of counts. California Adventure, but it's Soarin'.
I was just trying to narrow it down to make it
Can
easier.
you believe that we still have never been on Cars?
I'd say Disneyland is my favorite amusement park, but I think my favorite ride, I love roller coasters, and we haven't been to Magic Mountain in forever, but at Six Flags, I think, I don't even know what it's called. There's one where you're like, everybody's separate, and as you go, you like you circle independently as you go around.
God, this is
So
like,
fun.
and that's when one flies off. That shit happens.
Does it never happen at Magic Six Flags?
I don't
That
think
know
that's
of.
necessarily true.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that video with the kid where he's like, I think they're like in Australia or something, but he like they go up and then when they go down, he starts like he falls out of the thing. He's like, Susan. Next question.
Marco wants to know if Crow gets a sister, can her name be Raven?
So funny, Marco.
Hayden wants to know, does Crow understand the meaning of having two dads? Very good question. He's definitely at the point where he announces that he has two dads anywhere
He
goes.
loves to announce it.
I have two dads!
To the Uber driver,
To the
to
Uber
the
driver.
grocery store lady, or the checkout lady, to
I think that's the
people
key though.
in line. It's everywhere. It's just, excuse me. I have two dads. I think
Yeah,
now he
yeah.
just knows that like some people have moms, some people have dads, some people that's just the way it is.
Jason Bathurst wants to know, who's the top? EM wants to know, how is the drone going?
Drone's a lot of fun, but we've only got to play with it one time in Colorado. I kept trying to break it out and play with it more, but Blue was being a little sour post-party
No,
Blue.
that's not how it went. We played with it once, alright? And then on the way home, on our 18-hour drive home, which I drove straight through all by myself, he kept wanting to stop on the side of it, like, oh, that's pretty, let's stop.
Yeah, 'cause it was
the whole time I'm like,
incredible.
no, we're gonna keep, I'm not making this drive longer.
Because it was insanely pretty.
Making that 18-hour into 24 hours? No way.
Guys, I tried to get you some more pretty drone shots.
But
But what?
if you watch our next video,
Well,
you'll see those drone shots that we did take. Are you planning on staying in LA, or is this just means to an end to wind up somewhere wild?
I don't know if we're staying in LA, but
We're not going to be here, I wouldn't imagine forever, but at some point we're going to find a place where we settle down because we want our kid to have roots in a community as he grows up through school.
yeah,
Where that is, we haven't figured it out right now, but
we're definitely.
we're having fun.
Yeah, I mean, we came to LA for a reason and to sort of.
To party! Scott Grider
Mhm.
would like to know, how did you guys meet? Refer them to the video.
You should go watch.
Blame it on Katy Perry, right there.
Yeah, watch
Click
that. Video.
that.
You'll get the answer to that question.
I am too sexy for you. I'm too sexy for you. Hey! In the house, both help clean the house. I think he's like, who cleans the house?
It used to be mostly Blue, but since we moved to Los Angeles, I would say it's pretty equal, if not the other way around.
Bullshit! Sherry Marie would like to know, what, other than your beautiful family, inspires you? Oh, and I adore the three of you. I adore you, Sherry.
What inspires us? That's actually a pretty good question.
Nature, animals inspire me. The mountains inspire me.
Does
They're
me.
inspired by life and city. And
I am, and just people who are creating. I think we actually have answered this before, but
I'm sure we have. But
I
I
just
feel like
like-
it's something that changes too.
I don't know. I'm inspired by people who do cool, interesting things, and every time I see a cool piece of art or a good movie or a good play or I hear a good piece of music, to see people creating and making things and expressing themselves, I find really inspiring, and being successful at it. And I don't mean successful in a way that like it makes a lot of money and a lot of people love it, but just in the thing.
That's not successful.
But I think also being in nature definitely does as well for me.
Let me ask you this,
Mhm.
since we're asking questions. What is your definition of success? Do you consider yourself successful? Yes or no? And what is your definition of it?
Do I consider myself successful right now? I think that I've been successful at many things in my life,
Okay.
but I think that there's still many other things that I'd like to achieve and accomplish. And
You always will.
yeah, so I mean, yeah, I've been successful at some things, but I've been successful, I think, at I don't know. It's hard, but I don't think that I get what you're getting at because you already commented on it. But I don't necessarily think that like finding like huge, like a lot of praise or making a lot of money because of something you created. I don't necessarily think that defines successful. I think that it can. I think that if like you set out to make money and to make, you wanted to make art that's going to make money so that it can fuel your life so that you can make more art and you can continue to, or whatever, if it's art or not, I think that definitely plays into success.
Yeah.
I think it would be foolish to not, because you have to be able to like make some sort of income to be able to keep creating.
Success has nothing to do with income though. Success has to do with the fulfillment of your goals. To me, in my opinion. You set your goals, whatever they are, and you achieve them, that to me is success. I feel like we are successful and continue to be because we set these bars, we set these goals, we talk about what we want to do, where we want to move, what we want to achieve, and we slowly through time have always, like even before I met you, you did that. Even before you met me, I did that.
But what defines success for you guys? Do you think it's all about money? About love?
All about the ding.
Happiness?
I don't think it's funny. See you fade away. It's all about the money. It's all about the boom.
Alright, success. That's enough.
Have you considered adopting another child anytime soon? And then this comes to us from Abby Storm with a thundercloud and lightning.
We get this question every time we do a Q&A.
Yeah, well,
yes,
people want to know.
Maybe one day.
Fortner wants to know, are you having a good day?
Yeah.
Carmela wants to know, how has life been since moving? How are you handling the move, Matt?
Well, we've been here for what, like 2.5 months? And this past month we've been out of town for probably 80% of the month. I think maybe you and I have different perspectives on how life is going.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I feel like we're mostly on the same page.
We're mostly.
I think you're more excited about being here, definitely, but being at parties with our friends like we were the other night, that makes it worth it. And the culture, the food, like being in LA is great, but at the same time, I would rather not be here. I don't know. I'm mixed about it. Matt's all about it.
Neither of us are wearing our rings right now.
No ring. Uh-oh, trouble in paradise.
We take them off to go to the gym and then forget to put them back on.
You gotta build the muscles. All right, Sid wants to know, what are your top 5 travel destinations? Lay it on her. Tell her, where do you want to go?
I want to go somewhere.
Italy, China, Ireland, Alaska, Canada. All right, Oscar wants to know, you guys check out Guys Together? Go.
Haven't you seen Our Things Husbands Do video?
Click here if you haven't. Yeah, it's more of like a stare down with you though.
Because
you'll stare at somebody, you'll just stare at them.
I do everything.
Until they're like,
Because I'm like taking them in. I can't help it.
Kurt wants to know, did you guys buy property in Colorado this trip? Oh, Kurt, you sneaky devil you. This person spelled Crow's name wrong, so I'm skipping over them. Butterface wants to know, if asked, would you all be guest judges on RuPaul's Drag Race?
What? Yeah.
Let me answer it for Matt. As long as he got to dress up in drag to be the guest judge, then yes, we would. Maurice Morse wants to know, have you guys ever been in a situation where someone didn't agree with Crow having 2 dads?
I haven't.
If we were, how would you handle it? If somebody spoke to you the way that they come at you, like on Twitter, every once in a while we get one of those tweets where it's like, a child should have a mother and a father, blah, blah. If they came at you like that, what would you do?
Honestly, I probably would just remove myself from the situation. I mean, I'm not going to get into an argument and change that person's mind in that moment. Mm-hmm. So and especially with Crow being there, it's not going to do anything for me to get into that sort of confrontation with Crow there. I would probably just I would probably be like, you're an idiot, and just walk away.
Good advice. Last question. This is from one of our besties.
Alright.
This is from Kelly. And Kelly, I know we say it wrong, but we say petite.
But how do you say it then if we say it wrong?
When are you and the Matt Dallas going to visit Florida so you can see your favorite fan? Which is me, LOL. Love you guys.
I want to come to Florida and visit you.
But here's the thing, if we're ever in Florida, hopefully we'll be in your area, and if we are, we will definitely.
We're going to track you down, Kelly.
Success, remember, success. What is success to you? Put it down below. Put it way down there. But listen, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, remember to go yourself. Just kidding. If you ain't got nothing to say, don't say it at all. But comment down below.
Give us a like, a subscribe,
Thanks for all the love.
Get a t-shirt.
Get a tank top. 1 week left.
Bye.